Okay. Bishud Morav, we are up to Shemuel Bet Perek Dalet. Oh, I'm going to send the link also. People are waiting for the link, so they know we are starting. Okay, we are up to Perek Dalet. Last Perek, we had an episode of Avner, which was the Sarsava of Shaul, dying. And Yoav went and tricked him and killed him, right? But turned out to be Avner was the best ally for David. He came and brought everybody together and said, you were not here last episode. Avner has an argument with Ishbosheth, which is Ishbosheth was the son of, leaves him, comes to David, and that's so much for David in a very short time. Right, that short time.
Itchaltem already?
Bale.
What
And then,
what happened?
nothing, we're just talking about last week's. Yoav, he hated Avner because he killed his brother. He goes and with a trick kills Avner. You should listen to the last week's. Okay, so what happened? Pasuk Aleph, continuation of last week's story. Remember Avner died? And David was so sad and he had eulogies for him. Okay, so it says what? Vaishma ben Shaul, the son of Shaul heard. Who is Ben Shaul? Ishbosheth. Right? Here it calls him Ben Shaul. Vaishma ben Shaul ki met Avner bechevron, because he heard that Avner died in Hebron. Vairfu yadav, he became very weak. That's the source showed the first again. His hand became weak. Why? He didn't have anybody else to rely on. Avner was everything for him. He is the one who made him a king. He's the one that was running the country. Now what? They're going to come and kill me too. V'chol Israel nivhalu. The whole Israel were shocked that Avner died. Like I said before, Avner was so strong that no one would ever imagine he could die like this. Right? Gemara says he would stand 60 mighty people would come to try to move him a little bit. They couldn't move him. That's how strong he was.
عجب نرفت با چیز به جنگه با فرستادن داوود بره باشون به جنگه با بود اسمش
Og
امونا نداشت.
Og was stronger.
داوید امونا داشت.
That's right.
ابنر امونا نداشت.
ושני אנשים سر גדודים היו. There were two people, head of the army, generals of the army of Shaul. Right? Ben Shaul of Ishbosheth, the son of Shaul. שם האחד בענה ושם השני רחב בני רימון. So it's going to keep repeating their names. The first one was Ba'ana. The second one, his name was Rechav. These were the two brothers, sons of Rimon. And they were generals in army. Habeoroti, that's the name of their town. Came from Beorot. Mibnei Binyamin. They were from the Shevet Binyamin. Ki gam Be'erot techashev al Binyamin. It's giving you a little bit history. Be'erot is also, sounds like it was a border, but that's also considered part of region of Binyamin. Vayivrechu habe'erot getima, people of Be'erot, vayivrechu habe'erotim, people of Be'erot, they run away to Gitam. There's the name of a town called Gitam. Vayusham garim ad yom hazeh, and they live there until now. So basically,
شاول
originally,
مگه فقط یه پسر نداشت.
Yes.
پس اینجا میگه شتی اناشیم صده گدیم ایوب بن شاول.
بله.
پس چجورونیه که به دنیا اومده وسط این راه؟
What do you mean به دنیا اومده? Those are the soldiers. Two soldiers, two generals of army.
پس پسراش نبودن.
Ben Shaul is referring to Ishbosheth.
پسر چهارمیش بود که در رفت جنگ نموند.
خب پسر چهارمیش اینجا میگه شتی ناشیم. یعنی 2 نفر.
اونجا دو جنرال بودن.
Two generals of the army
مال بن ریمان.
belong to Ishbosheth. What is the question? Ishbosheth had two generals of the army.
میخوایم گشنه انشه صده گیدونیم هایو بن شاول.
Yeah, Ben Shaul means Ishbosheth had two generals. It's saying, the pasuk is saying, Ishbosheth,
Sorry,
Ben
again.
Shaul, it calls him Ben Shaul. Doesn't want to say his name. Right? His name is Ishbosheth. He had two generals of the army, two people. What is their name? Their name is going to keep repeating here. Bana and Rechav.
رخاب که پسرش بوده. پسر اصلیش بوده.
These have nothing to do with them. These are generals of the army. They are people. They are soldiers. Okay? That used to work for Ishbosheth. Okay, so basically it says people of Be'erot that used to belong to region of Binyamin, they run away, now they live in Koja Gitam. Ule Yonatan ben Shaul ben Nechar Aglaim. So this is out of the whole context, it comes here, because later on we're going to deal with it. Wants to tell you, Yonatan had one son. All the other sons, they died. Sons of Shaul, they didn't have kids, probably, I don't know. But Yonatan, at least it says here, no, actually we'll see later on, they also had more kids. We'll see more kids from there. But Yonatan, Ben Shaul had a son that was lame in his feet. His feet was lame, right? Necher Raglaim means he was lame. Ben Chamesh Shanim, he was 5 years old. Haya Bebosh Shemuel Shaul Yonatan. So now it's telling you the story how he became lame. When the news of Shaul and Yonatan came from Israel, that they died, and everybody started running away. The Palestinians were attacking. So what happened? Betisayo Umanto, his nurse picked him up, Betanos, and started running away. And he was hurrying up to run away. By Paul, he fell, by Fatzach, and he became lame. Ushmo Mephibosheth. So Mephibosheth is who? The grandson of Shaul, the son of Yonatan. Later on we will see more about Mephibosheth. Just here is just the introduction for later. Okay, this had nothing to do with our story, but was put here. Vayelchu bnei Rimon, the sons of Rimon, the father of those two was Rimon. Habe'eroti, that was from Be'erot. What was their name? Again, he repeats their name. Rechav Uba'ana. These two, they were general of the army of Ishbosheth. Vayavo kechom hayom, they came in the heat of the day, El Bet Ishbosheth, to the house of Ishbosheth. Ve'hu shochev al mishkav ha'saraim, and he was sleeping, taking his afternoon nap. Right? We'll see the difference between him and David. David was saying later on, we'll say, the Gemara brings the whole story that he said, tells Hashem, I never sleep here. I wake up, Chatzot, all the kings sleep until late in the day. I wake up in Chatzot, to praise you, and then early in the morning, very early in the morning, the Chachamim come, ask me questions about politics, this, that, dealing with politics. Not only this, David says, all the kings of the luxury, I make my hand dirty with answering questions about laws of Nida, this, that. You know, I'm not like all other kings. So you see, that's it. By the way, there is one episode we're going to see in Perek Yud Aleph, I think, that David falls asleep in the afternoon, and right after that, he gets in a big trouble, right, with Bathsheba.
Oh, because he was on the rooftop.
When it says over there, it says when he woke up from his afternoon nap. That was one time in his life that he changed his order, right? And then he woke up, was not in the right set of mind. Okay. It says wakes up, goes on the rooftop, and that's the whole story starts. Okay, but besides that, David was not like a lazy, but this Ishbosheth had nothing else to do. He goes to sleep, takes a big afternoon nap. They came.
دو تا پسراش.
What his sons? These two.
ریمون به
پسرای ریمون, yes. Yes, those two soldiers basically, the surgeons of Ishbosheth. Ishbosheth was the son of Shaul.
Son of Jonathan.
No.
Son of Shaul.
Not
Mephibosheth.
The survivor, son of Shaul. Right, that became king. Right now he's a king in the rest of Israel. So they came to his house. Again, Mr. Balkan, don't mix up. Those two were just generals of the army. They are not son of Ishbosheth, they're son of Rimmon. They came to his house. How did they enter? Well, people know these are trusted people. Trusted. They can just walk in to the palace, right? Trusted soldiers. Okay, but they came. Elabait lokhe chitim, be the purchasers of the wheat. They came among them.
بعد ایشبوشت کی بوده؟ Who was he?
Son of Shaul.
The one that survived.
Yeah.
3 kids got killed, this one survived.
This is the one that didn't go to war, and it's all right. Okay, so they came basically with the people purchasers of Chitim, so they came as a tajer, right, as a merchants. Veikau el HaChomesh, and they killed him, hitting him on the 5th rib.
They killed
Oh yeah, he said
It's
this before.
This is the third person who's dying in these
They hit
2
him
chapters.
in the spleen, he said.
With the spleen and the kaved, what's it called? Kaved jigar is there. It's right there on the 5th. So when they hit someone there, those are very sensitive organs. It dies. So that's how they killed him. Again, same 5th rib.
They killed Mephibosheth.
Yes, they killed the assassination of the king. Right? And these 2 brothers, Rechab and Ba'ana, they run away. They got away with the murder, basically. Now, next pasuk is the machloket between Radak and Mesudot David. That what is going on with the next pasuk? Is it going back to tell you the story exactly how happened? Oh no, they run away and they say no one following, no one found out. Let's go back. Let's go back for what? Right? We'll see. Vayavo habayit. They came to the house. Vehu shochem al mitato, is sleeping on his bed. Bechadar mishkavo, in the sleeping room. Vayaku, and they killed him. They hit him. They killed him. ויסירו את ראשו. They removed his head, decapitated him. ויקחו את ראשו, and they took his head, וילכו דרך הערבה, they went through the הערבה, כל הלילה, the whole night. They thought, we did such a good thing, let's go get our prize. So what happened here? Radak says, ויבואו הביתה, פסוק זין in Radak, right here. It says, נראה כי אחר שהיכהו יצאו להם, right? They hid him. They kill him first. They go out, but then new idea came to their mind. Let's go back. חזרו לבית להסיר את ראשו. They go back
His head.
to take his head. Yeah, we just killed him, but who knows we killed him? How do we get our reward from David? Let's go bring his head. להביא לדוד. Right? To show כי הם הרגו. To show that they killed him. That's according to Radak. Mesod David understands it differently. And other Mephoshim, the whole, it's two ways to understand. The Mesod David says, Mesod David, it says, if you see on the other side, here's Pasuk Zayin, ויבואו הביתה, עתה חזר לספר אופן הקאה. Now it's going back, the Pasuk going back to tell you how they killed him. Over they just said they killed him and ran away. Now goes back to gives you more details about the killing him. אמרו בתחילו ואמר בתחילו ימיתו אותו. First pasuk says that they killed him, right? ואחר זה כרתו ראשו. And then the next person says, while they were there already, before they ran away, they cut his head. So that's the two ways to understand this episode. Bottom line, now they have his head.
The head of Ishbosheth.
Yes, they're running all the way the whole night.
Why did they talk about Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan?
I say it was just inserted here for later on. Just to show that Jonathan
Had one son.
had one son. And then later on was going to be friendly with David, and it's a whole story with him and David. Okay. There is a
هنوز مووی ندیدیم میخواه آخرش ببینی چیه.
there is a Mephibosheth that David talks about and says, my rabbi, and Mepharshim struggle to see is this the one or was another Mephibosheth, right? That taught him two things, and he called, right? He was always taking advice from him, right? So Gemara says, when David was saying, I'm different than the other king, one of the things he said to Hashem, he said, look, every halakha I said, I asked Mephibosheth, did I say the right way or did I say the wrong way? So some say it was a different Mephibosheth, some say it was this. He became a rabbi. Okay? But we'll see. From the later stories, it's going to be hard to understand. Okay. So basically, these two guys, they thought they are heroes, doing David such a big favor, have the head. Wow, let's go. Non-stop, the whole night running to get to David, going all the way to Hebron where David was. ויביאו את ראש Ishbosheth el David, Hebron. They brought the head of Ishbosheth to David in Hebron. ויאמרו אל המלך, and they told the king, they said, well, we are heroes, look what we did for you. הנה ראש Ishbosheth ben Shaul אויביך. Here is the head of Ishbosheth, son of Shaul, your enemy. אשר ביקש את נפשך, the one who wanted to kill you. ויתן אדוני לאדוני המלך נקמות היום הזה משאול ומזרעו. And today Hashem gave to my king, my master, revenge today from Shaul and from his descendants. That's it, no more descendants of Shaul. We got rid of it, we are heroes, go do whatever you want to do. Now you are a complete king. They are so proud. Right? Question is, didn't they hear what David did to the
Other messenger.
Amalek? Right? They came, the Ben Amalek that came. They thought the reason that David killed him, that was just excuse. He wanted to kill him because he's Amalek. And he says, oh, I became convert. But Amalek convert. Killed him. Right? They thought that's why David killed him. But we are Jewish people. We are generals of army. He's going to give us reward. Take good care of us. That's what they thought. No, look what happens. Vayan David et Rechev et Ba'ana Achiv. David answered to Rechev and Ba'ana, his brother. Bnei Rimon, the sons of Rimon, have Be'eroti from town of Be'erot. Vayomer lahem, he told them, Chai Hashem asher pada et nafshi mikol tzara. Swearing to Hashem, Chai Hashem, living Hashem, that saved my soul from all the troubles. Basically swearing to Hashem. Ki hamagid li lemor, the same way that the guy who brought me the news. Here it's called him Magid, who is referring to the Amaleki, the Na'ar Amaleki, that came with the news to me. Hine met Shaul, and he told me that Shaul died. Vehu hayam mebaser be'enav, and he thought he's giving me mebaser. Mebaser is what? Another news, good news. So the Mefarshim ask, what's the difference between Magid and mebaser? Magid, someone that gives the news that has nothing to do in general. It's a general news gives you. Nothing to do with you, right? Doesn't benefit you. That's what David says. He was giving me this news that is not benefiting me. But to his own eyes, he's a mevaser. Mevaser means what? Someone that's giving good news. Right? Someone, if you give someone good news, something that benefits him, that's called mevaser. You won the lottery. That's mevaser. Right? But if you say, so and so went to such and town to live, what has to do with you? It's just or this politic did this, that. That's called Magid. You're just saying stories. But mevaser is so he says the guy was Magid, but he in his own eye he was mevaser. He thought he's giving me such a good news. What did I do to him? I held on to him and I killed him. Sikla, in the town of Sikla. Asher letiti lo besora. Instead of giving him reward is missing, but for his news, right? He thought I'm going to give him news. That was his reward. What was his reward? I killed him. So what about you two? Ki anashim reshaim. The same way you guys, you reshaim. Hargu et ish sadiq, killed a righteous person bebeto in his house, while mishkavo, while he was sleeping on his bed, right? It's even bigger thing. Wasn't in a war or anything. He's just, he's lying down. He went and killed him innocently. V'ata halo abakesh et damo miyadechem. I'm going to take his revenge of his blood from your hands. Ubi'arti etchem min haaretz, and I'm going to destroy you from the land. Again, David has to put a display here that it wasn't his decision for killing Ishbosheth. Why? Because it's politics. People gonna say, oh, David is getting to his position by killing people, right? By assassinating. Right? He didn't want that. He wanted people to know that Hashem chose me. I'm becoming king. Wanted king, not forcing my way by killing people. So what happened? Everything is going wrong now. On one hand, last episode, Avner got killed. Here, Ishbosheth got killed. Over there, he proved to people, he went and made a whole display. Now, he has to again prove that he was innocent, he didn't do it. So what does he do? David commanded his workers, and they killed these two people. you see the display that he's doing? He cut their hands. They cut their hands. He said, those are the hands that killed Ishbosheth. We cut them. Ve'et raglehem. Cut their legs too. Right? Those the legs that went and did this, they cut it. Vayitelu al haberacha bechevron. They hang them on the bracha, which is the pool in Hebron. On top, basically that was the center of the town. Big display. They hang them with their legs and hands cut. Why? To show David was against it. The whole question is, how could David kill these people? They didn't have warning. They didn't have edim, hatra. What happened? Where is Sanhedrin? He just grabbed them and killed them. That's what the king is different than Sanhedrin. The king has power to do right away, decide to kill somebody, right? To punish somebody. That Gezrat HaMelech. Whoever is putting the kingdom in danger is called Moreh B'Malchut. Without trial, the king is allowed to kill him. So that's it. That's one of the examples. Okay, but Ed Rosh Ishbosheth, what did he do with the head of Ishbosheth? Now David has the head of Ishbosheth. He took the head of Ishbosheth. Okay, Lakhu ve'ikberu bekever Avner bechevron. They put him in the kever of Avner in Hebron. Why? Avner was a strong king figure for the people, so they put the same, not exactly the same kever, but that means in the same cave that they put his head. Question is, this is just the head. Why do you have to bury it? Right, the whole.
What a body.
Yeah, but the body probably was buried already somewhere else. They put his head here, right? So from here, the Chachamim said that's it. The parts of the body also that you find, the people find, they have to bury it. It's not just the whole body intact. Even parts of the body, if someone finds, they have to bury it. That's also part of a met mitzvah. Right? Disgrace to the met that his parts of the body shouldn't be buried. So even though it was only the head, he just had to do it. The rest of it he didn't have, so that's all he had.
So what do they do?
Probably his own people, they buried the rest of his body. Right? Okay, it was very short perek. We stop here. But last week we had a very long perek. Not last week, Monday. Monday we had a very long perek. Today was short. But now this set the ground for David. Right? There's no one on his way. Now he can go to Jerusalem. Right? So we see coming up. That's it. All these are orchestrated by Hashem to make David a king. Okay. Azak ve'mas.
Zakor.